nothing's imminent. But we're only on the 13th of January. You know, you always have to be prepared for potential interest in your players from other clubs as well. That hasn't happened so far, thankfully. But I'd be naive to think that it wouldn't be happening or would happen. So we have to be ready for every eventuality. But at this moment in time, the squad is the squad. And if that was the same until now and the end of the season, I'd be perfectly comfortable with that.
Does it leave your hands tied a little bit though, if you want to get more players in that you can't get any more loanees in, or if you got a little bit of money to spend to bring sort of any other players you want to bring in, or is it a case of maybe you might have to sell before you can buy?
No, we're not at that stage now. You know, you have to be wary of. I think it's 25-man squad. So when you bring in players in, you've always got to remember that you have to also make sure you're following certain criteria. But no, I think we're 24, 25 now. We've got 5 loans. So that might tell you something. Stefan has joined in this week in team training, which has been a real bonus. It's good to have him back in. He does provide, obviously, leadership and experience to the group. So now we just have to decide where he is physically, how he's feeling. So, you know, he's at a stage of his career where he knows his body better than anyone. So good communication between myself, him, and the physio sports science team. And then we have to decide when we think he's good enough, or at a stage when he can be included. Leon Balogun's not ready. Luke Amos is out. He'll be probably another 10 days, a week to 10 days. George Thomas is out at the moment, but won't be long. I think that's it. I think everyone else is fit and available, and hopefully raring to go.
What's the problem with Luke Amos, Neil? And I mean, again, he's had a real kind of difficult season injury-wise. Is it getting a bit of a concern now that he's sort of 1 step forward, 2 steps back when he is returning?
Yeah, Luke. It was after the Sheffield United came to training the next day. It was just like a small muscle injury, so it's not long. It's just a niggle injury, which I'm sure is really frustrating for him. So, you know, I was really impressed with Luke in my first few weeks. You know, his mentality to training, his concentration, his ability on the ball. And then, yeah, he came on against Sheffield United, contributed. I'm sure he would have been looking at the Fleetwood game himself, thinking that was an opportunity for him to play. But unfortunately, that was taken out of his hands because of what happened in the training the day after. But injuries are part and parcel of football. We have to deal with it. He has to deal with it. He's back out on the grass already and running, so we don't expect it to be longer than the next maybe 7 to 10 days.